Do you have the YouTube studio stuff up yet?
Howdy, everyone.
Hello. We're live?
Yes, we are live. Let me move this back there.
The top of my head looks nice.
The top of your head? I'm just trying to make sure that my head's not all cut off.
Oh, I'm posting this stuff.
No, you're good. There we go. That's look better. So,
Looking better.
back another week. The week before Christmas.
No way.
I know. Came a little quick. Who's all here? I only have one person.
What the heck? Let me keep posting it.
There we go. Okay, there's Ray Dragon. Just so in case you guys didn't see, there is a coupon for Amazon starting tomorrow, 4% off any orders over $99.95. You get 4% off, and then on top of that, there's other brands like Barrow Witch, Casa, and Harbor Labs all have different percentages off, so you can get a nice little discount. Get some last minute shopping in for anybody that you forgot. And we'll also be running our Christmas newsletter, which will run tomorrow, probably starting at 5 through Christmas, and we're going to have a bunch of deals on different things. I'm not going to give those away yet. You guys can see that tomorrow, just so you can all see together and no one's got a head start. I'm trying to get some giveaways put together between now and then. We'll see. I don't know. We're trying. But anyways, to get started, we've got in some of the, just a few products this week. Nothing too crazy. Actually, these just came in probably like an hour or two ago. Yeah, probably. So there's not on the site yet. And I was going to show you, we did have the new 140 DRGB EK fans, but I clearly can't find them on the palette, so I'll have to get those for next week, or not. Might do something next week. It just depends on what day. Might be like a Friday, a small thing during the day. But anyways, these are the Connect tube reservoirs. We got them in 300 and 200 millimeter, and they both come in either plexi or acetal. So this is basically their new line of reservoirs. They have the flat ones that we've shown you guys last 2 weeks, I believe, or last week. And then,
so these are their new pump res combos.
Yeah, for people that aren't interested in any kind of like distro style reservoir.
That is kind of the way things are going, but yeah, I think the EK's res system definitely needed an update. I haven't really looked into these too much yet.
Yeah, the winners for Black Friday and the Cyber Monday, all those giveaways are done. We did those. We announced them within what they were announced in Facebook, right? You did that, Matt?
Yeah. So all the Thanksgiving, Black Friday, and all that stuff was announced on Facebook, and I think we've got everything.
Yeah, everyone's already contacted me. There are some people that I know we're waiting on. The only thing I'm waiting on giving out is some alpha cool blocks. And
Singularity computers, right?
Yeah, because he sent the wrong ones to us, so I have to wait till we get those.
Oh boy. But yeah, this is new stuff from EK.
Yeah.
It looks like they're using the same good old mounting system.
Yes, same mounting system and everything. They did upgrade the sleeving though. I don't think I've ever actually seen the sleeved pumps that they have, but this is.
I was gonna say, for a long time they never sleeved any of their stuff. So
yeah, here we'll move this forward so you guys can see the. I don't know why my other camera does not want to work. But
I need to find a better camera angle. To be honest.
Yeah.
This looks so far. It's so tall.
But anyways, just like their other ones, normally, all their pumps, I believe all the other ones, they just come with they don't come with a multi-port top, do they?
No, usually it's just a single in the top.
So they've upgraded that to a multi-port top.
I do like that because single port's fine and all, but that's usually what people end up using to fill it, and then they're forced to use the bottom ports on the pump top for the in and the out, which isn't always the best. I mean, it works just fine, but...
And it looks like the pump top itself has 3 ports also, which is rather nice too.
Oh, okay.
Here, and then there's one on the side. So that's nice.
Usually they've only had 2 in the past, so I like more port options. That was always my problem with the previous reservoirs. I mean, there's nothing wrong with them, to be honest, but
and the sleeving's
the more
nice.
ports you have on a pump res, the better, right? In my opinion. Like, with Singularity, you get so many ports on it, which is nice, and I like to see that EK is kind of doing that now, too.
Yeah.
And they're much better locations, look at that. So they're actually like 90 degrees from each other, whereas the other ones are actually, it might not have been EK, maybe it was, but some pump tops have that just odd angles, so you're forced to get weird angled adapters and stuff. Yeah, it's pretty nice sleeving. Comes with good black sleeving. Not bad.
Yeah, they're nice. I like the sleeving. They got the new, the little upgraded badges that they have on all the Connect stuff, so... Or
and that
quantum stuff.
There should be,
and this is
RGB.
This is their
ring.
RGB.
There's no lighting inside, though, is there?
No, it doesn't. Let me see if I can unscrew it. Wait a second.
I don't think there's lighting on the inside, but in my opinion, it's fine. The lighting on inside reservoirs is pretty, I mean, I could say hit or miss, but it rarely hits. So.
Yeah, there's no lighting on the inside for the reservoir. It's just on the outside.
I'm fine with that. Just the aesthetic ring on the outside would be nice. And you can have it glow with the rest of your stuff. It's really hard to light coolant inside your reservoir unless you're using a translucent or transparent coolant.
Yeah, exactly. And yes, there will be promotions for Christmas. They'll be starting tomorrow. Probably around like 5.
We had the holiday coupons for a little while there, but I suppose we're getting some different ones for Christmas now.
Yeah, we're mixing them up, changing out some of the promotions. I've got 2 people that have given me a definite on doing promotional things. 2 that we might just run for ourselves, and then 3 others I'm talking to see if they'll let us do some kind of promo. So.
Nice.
Plus, we'll do our 10, 12, or 15 coupon code like we normally do.
Yeah, but then there will also be just regular discounts on some specific brands. So
Yeah.
keep your eyes peeled, guys. That should go up tomorrow. If you guys aren't already, sign up for our newsletter on our website. That way you get emailed with all the stuff. Otherwise, if you're in our group or our Discord, it'll be there as well.
Yeah. So next, moving on, we got we had these before. They upgraded to, they have a version 2, which these ones are now also compatible for the Leon the 011. They are actually compatible with the Razor edition of the 011 now. So that way.
I didn't know that thing was any different really, besides the colors, but maybe it is a little different.
Yeah, this, I mean, it seems, honestly, it seems smaller, but I'm pretty sure the dimensions were the same when I looked at it. It might be they just compact the box more or something. I don't really know. But
sure.
If you guys didn't see it before when we had it, I mean, it's been a few months actually, I think, since we've actually brought this out. But this is Bits Power, or Touch Aqua's 011 distro, one of them that we carry. It comes with a PWM pump.
That's for the 011 dynamic, not the XL version, though?
Yeah, not the XL. We do have, I know we have XL Barrow version ones coming in, but yeah, this one works with the 011 dynamic, the Air, and I believe the Razor are the only 3 that it works with.
Okay. Because I have been getting people asking for 011 distros for XL. I mean, geez, now with this one, what do we have? Like at least a half dozen different 011 dynamic distro options.
We got Barrow, we've got Bits Power has like 3. I think Barrow itself has 2 or 3. And then I know Bike Ski, we at least have 1. We might actually have more. I'm not 100% sure. Gosh, they tape this stuff like.
But do we have? I'm trying to remember if we have any for the XL yet.
No, I don't think so. I know we are getting Barrow ones in because they just added them to their.
Good, because that's what I've gotten asked, and I'm surprised honestly that it's taken this long. If I was more on top of our CNC game, I probably could have gotten one out, but I have a feeling that the XL is going to go the same way as the previous versions, and there's going to be more than enough distro options for it. So
I'm
not sure if we'll end up making one just because, like I said, most people kind of cover that, and ours will definitely be more expensive.
Yeah, so this is addressable RGB, has the strip going down the side, has what, like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 ports on it, which they all seem like they're in decent spots. Here, let me move this up.
They should line up for your stuff there, and there's plenty of new fittings these days, those weird offset fittings and stuff that I think pretty much any distro you get, even if you don't use the exact hardware that they specify, you can still make your runs look pretty clean with the offset adapters and just different angles.
Yeah, and it comes with their PWM pump, but it's not an actual DDC pump. It's just DDC style. And then it also comes with a few fittings. So you do have the those like push-in lock fittings that are great for connecting pumps and stuff like that, so you're closer together. There is air bleed fitting, so that way you can bleed your distro, considering these things are a pain in the butt to fill if you don't have something like that.
Yeah.
They gave you a few extra stop plugs, it looks like. There's two packs of stop plugs, so you can cover up some of the additional ports that you might not use.
I think while I'm down there, we'll have to. People have been asking me to test those air exhaust valves. Maybe we can run a test when I'm down there, and we can get 2 distros out and see, like, putting one of those exhaust valves on there if it helps with actually filling it / bleeding it.
Yeah.
Compared to not using one, because I think that's mainly what people want to see is if they're worth the $10 that they cost.
Yeah.
And this one, though, you get it with the distro, so not really a big deal. You can try it if you want to.
Honestly,
I do like that Bits Power does kind of throw in quite a bit more with their package than most other distros come with. Usually they just come with mounting hardware.
Yeah,
that's about it.
Barrow stuff comes with the distro and some mounting hardware, I think, and that's it. Nothing more than that.
Yeah, Bits Power's kind of got a pack of goodies for you, which is nice to see. Makes it a little bit easier to use for you, hopefully. And I believe those pumps are good. I've had people like say that they want to replace them, and I would have to believe a DDC would be fine on there. But like Garrett said, that one on there is not an actual DDC.
Yeah. So, and I think we do sell the replacement. So if for some reason it did die or something along those lines, you can get a replacement.
Yeah, I think those pumps are fine. I mean, I guess I haven't personally used them, so I have to see how noisy they get. But I can't imagine, like, they're PWM as far as I know. So when you just set up a decent little curve, I bet you can make them work pretty well.
So next,
a Barrow distro?
No, this is actually a Barrow radiator. Right now we only got the 480 in, but this is a 30 millimeter radiator. So they're getting into like the super thin radiators now too. So normally I think they have 34 millimeter, they have a 60, and I think a 45. So this is, I know the 34 is being replaced. That's no longer being made. So we'll get the other ones. This one just came in first on this order. But, I mean, it's nice. They have nice radiators. I can't complain about them. They don't look like they're cheaply made.
So it's a 480, 30 mil thick?
480, 30 mil thick. Also comes with mounting hardware for it. So you do have fan mounting hardware for both lengths. They just give you a bunch of extra screws too to mount with your radiator.
And these are copper radiators with brass and tanks. I would assume that the sides are steel, but I guess I'm not positive. They're either steel or aluminum is my guess.
Yeah, it's kind of hard considering it's all like coated anyways to really tell.
Optical is one of the only brands that actually goes through and makes a all copper radiator. Not that it actually makes a difference, but some people are into it.
Yeah, and I think these are like $68 or so, roughly around that price. So for 480,
that's pretty good. Yeah, for a 480, I think most hardware labs run a little bit more than that for a 480. So
yeah, definitely. I know Hardware Labs is usually one of the higher price radiators, but on top of that, they're some of the better quality radiators. But any of the other radiators we carry that are like 480, I think are at least $75.
They get close to $100.
Yeah, more.
Most of the 480s, I haven't looked right now, but most of them are close to $100.
Yeah.
So for less than 70, that's kind of hard to beat.
Yeah, and I mean,
see here radiators.
As many of we've actually sold of their radiators, I think we've had a handful come back, and it's from like a manufacturer error, not from like, oh look, it cracked. It's just something that happened wrong in manufacturing it. It's not like it, it's not like a bad radiator. It's just over time, or just a defect error where it was scratched, the fins were damaged, or something along those lines.
So here we go. Price low to high on 480s. Well, that didn't work. Why did the filter sound like Oh, I did low to high, but I did it high to low. Okay, so if you were to go with a really budget option, the Black Ice Nemesis L series, which is like their cheapest, I guess.
Yeah.
Radiator, that's 66. But that's the only thing that's cheaper than this radiator from Barrow. Everything else is $80 and up.
Yeah. So I was thinking it was $75, $80 range.
Yep. And I guess the only thing I would like to do is compare the flow rates between the 480 L series from Hardware Labs and then the 480 that you have there, because the one complaint that you get with the L series from Hardware Labs is that they have a bit more restriction than you normally see in a radiator. So if this one has a better flow rate, then it's a little better deal, in my opinion. But it's probably a horse apiece at that price point. So
yeah. So last and not least, we got in the upgraded version of the Barrow or Barrow-ish distro, basically like test bench case kind of thing that everyone's seen.
Oh yeah, the Ruffle Mania. That was such a. Why can't they just have a regular name? Like I appreciate Daniel. He's got some different names for his cases, but at least they're pronounceable.
Yeah, exactly. So this one, the only real upgrade in this is now they do come with a a temperature sensor on the actual case. There is a box of hardware that you do get, so you can get all the legs and stuff like that to help it stand up, or you could stand it like this, or you can actually have it just where it stands on the ground on legs. But I mean, they're nice. I mean, the RGB strip is in the middle, so it shines out. I've actually lit one of these up before.
I did always like that. You showed the last one on stream before with it lit up, and it actually does work really well with it. Just the motherboard covers it up perfectly, which I think is nice, because then you don't see the strip, and it does produce quite a big amount of light. But that plate at the bottom, that's new though. So is that a little temperature readout thing?
Yep. It's a little LCD temperature readout, so that way you can actually see your temperature. Cause
I really like that. The brushed aluminum looks really nice, and having a little temp readout. I've always been a sucker for the temp readout thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of
you can see,
bad, but
it's actually in the back.
Bad, in my opinion.
Yeah, it goes in the back, and the actual, flow goes through that way, so you actually can get the legit temperature down in your water.
Temperature of the coolant. That's really nice. I don't know, I would like one of those, to be honest, for a test bench setup. It seems pretty ideal. It's pretty compact, and it just looks nice.
Yeah,
and now they've added some more functionality to it. Oh yeah, there is a little temp sensor in there. That's dope. I really like that. That's a great addition to it.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone's seen it, they had we have black and silver.
Okay.
And this is the same case that Ben did that build.
Yeah. He did the first version, the V1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did the first
crazy. Yeah, he did the crazy build. I would like to do a build one of those, but then I always feel bad because I know that I can just make that.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that's kind of weird about their case is kind of their port setup on some of this. I mean, as you can tell, there's like 3 ports right here, like all right next to each other, which is kind of, I mean, if I turn, I guess sideways.
Well, and that's why I've never wasted time actually designing one for PPCs, just because I think that's a quality test bench distro type deal. No one else really makes one like that, and I'm pretty positive I couldn't do any better. And I feel like they make it probably pretty universal by adding all those ports. It may be slightly ugly because you have to add in some more plugs or whatever, but I believe they do that just so it's compatible with different sets of hardware, because it was a test bench, so they expect anybody to put whatever on. So
yeah, and then on top of that, we do sell the PSU shroud that you can mount on the back, and the radiator brackets.
Yeah, that is the one thing you got to remember with this case thing, is that it does have a few accessory sets, like Garrett said, the PSU mounting, the radiator mounting and stuff, that are sold separately. So if you do pick one of these up, look at those different accessory kits, see what you need, and then get those as well. So there are some added costs to it, I guess. But I don't know. It's I really like it. If I was more ambitious and had a lot more time, I'd try to whip one up myself. But I think Barrow does a pretty good job. Regular test bench, the distro plate is awesome. Yeah. It is. Honestly, it's been really hard these last several years to find a decent test bench platform. It was almost like a more later 2000s kind of thing to have a test bench, and now it seems like a lot of people have quit making test benches. I mean, you got the Primo Chill one, but that's been the standard now for years, is Primo Chills, which there's nothing wrong with it, but there's just hardly any variety. It's just kind of sad.
Yeah, I think Primo Chill really is. I mean, Primo Chill makes them, and then I think Lee has some that they make.
They do, but those are old, man. Those are really old. There's nothing wrong with those either. They haven't made a new one in a long time, as far as I know.
And other than that, I can't think of anybody else that makes one.
That barrel one right there has got to be the most modern test bench out there. I mean, I would have to say that's a test bench platform. It's an open chassis, I guess, officially, but I would assume a lot of people like to use it as a test bench.
Yeah, because they had their other one that was kind of like one of those open air cases, because it actually had glass. And this one doesn't seem like you can mount glass to it. I mean, there are
No, there's no posts or whatever, like the P5 chassis.
Yeah.
Or P series from Thermaltake.
There's no way
those are the only other test benches out there, and even those aren't technically test benches. Those are open air chassis.
Exactly. So.
Well, pretty nice stuff. I really like it. If I had $400 to spend on a test bench right now, that'd be a strong contender in my opinion.
Yeah. And the only other thing I wanted to show off tonight that I could not find on that pallet were those 140 DRGB fans that have finally.
Yeah, so people have been asking for those for quite some time now because, as all of you know, we've had the 120 Vardar RGB and DRGB now, right? We have DRGB Vardars.
No, we don't even have. We have 120 RGB and that is it. There's no 120 DRGB.
Oh,
There's no.
We're still in the same predicament, but we're making progress at least. Yeah. So we have the Vardar EVO 140 DRGBs now, which is nice because there were no 140 RGB or DRGB fans from EK up until now. So
yeah,
you do have that option now. Before it was just 120.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't take them as long as it did for these 140s for them to make 120 RGBs. Because
I would have to assume that they've already got it done. I wonder. I mean, they just must be waiting for some reason.
It might be on their site. I didn't look, but I saw the 140s, and that's what we got in. So I mean, it's possible 120 DRGB is out, and we just haven't got it because they're already back ordered or something along those lines.
Yeah, I have a feeling. I mean, like I said, I'm sure they already have them done.
Mm-hmm.
Whether or not they're released, I guess, is another story, and then when we get them, is another story after that.
Yeah. Yep.
So keep your eyes peeled, guys. But we're making, like I said, we're making progress. We're getting more RGB fans. I've always been a fan of the Vardar fans. They work well. I like the new RGB ones. At least the 120s have worked well for me. They got good specs. I like how they light up. I don't know what else is there to a fan.
Yeah, exactly.
So. I think they hit the nail on the head with that one, and now you guys got a 140 option.
Yeah. Well, that is it for this week. Next week we might do a small stream somewhere.
Yeah,
maybe like
Thursday is the 26th, so we'll have to see what's going on.
Yeah.
We'll be working during the day. I'm assuming I can get on a stream like this again, but nothing else. 2 weeks. I'll be down there, so we should be doing a few streams and a video or two. We'll see what we all have time for, but be a bunch more content in 2 weeks. So after the new year, you'll see me down there with Garrett.
Yep. Definitely.
It's always a good time.
Oh yes.
And we'll have lots of stuff. We might do a build for Garrett. You guys should comment about how Garrett needs to finish his computer.
I don't know if you were told, Matt, but something else is on its way here. Did Hank tell you?
I think so. Is it something that he had to get trucked there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so he found a truck for it.
I don't know if he found a truck yet, but I know.
Yeah, that's what I heard yesterday. Is he's looking for a way to get it there. But yeah, so we should have some new stuff as far as that's concerned. And he's talking in the new year, looking at a CNC. So, well, I mean, we have the one CNC, but a bigger, better CNC. So you guys will see more cool CNC stuff from us.
Lot more custom stuff in the new year, definitely. Like a lot more. So you guys stay tuned for that. And like I said, anybody that has last second shopping to do starting tomorrow through the 26th of December, excuse me.
Oh, Christmas.
Yeah, it's 4% off any orders over $99.95 on our Amazon store. And there is additional discounts on Barrow, Barrowitch, Akasa, and Harbor Labs. So if you do need to get a last second present, starting tomorrow, you'll be able to do that. And just remember, it has to be that $99.95 has to be strictly within the PPCS store. It won't apply to your you won't get that 4% off. And then tomorrow we'll actually start doing our I'll send out our Christmas newsletter probably around 5 tomorrow, right before we leave, and it'll have our Christmas coupon code and then any other deals and discounts and fun stuff like that on there.
Bulma update one. Yeah, I know, Mr. Riot Dragon. I just talked to Daniel this morning. I guess I'm not sure if the legs are on their way, but we do have other stuff on the way from Daniel that's supposedly coming to me, which is some pump tops. So we'll be able to get the new distros out, and any future distros will have D5 pump tops built in, and you guys will get built-in distros.
Yeah, Daniel's been very, very backed up.
It's as you guys know, there's been a lot of stuff, and as I mentioned in the comments here, that I'll be getting a Wraith. He's supposedly sending me a Wraith. He's going to custom paint this one as well. He asked me what color. I told him to do whatever floats his boat. So you guys will see a custom Wraith, and I think we have a plan to somehow give that away to you guys. So that'll be pretty cool. That'll definitely be in the new year, though. That's probably not going to happen within the next week here. Might be a little while, but
don't worry, Tizzle. Not only will we'll do Christmas, most likely we'll do some kind of New Year's thing too. Yeah, I can't promise there'll be like discounts on companies, but we will do like a 10, 12, or 15% off during New Year's time. So don't worry.
Use that.
Don't worry. So yeah, that's it for tonight. So subscribe, get notifications, all that fun stuff, so that way you guys can
see you.
Watch
Merry
more
Christmas,
of the streams.
Happy holidays.
Yeah.
Yep.
See you guys definitely in the new year.